I just had this really insane vision, and that doesn't really happen to me outside of the situations I talked about yesterday, where I'm like channeling actively or I'm walking. I don't know what's happening. There's some stuff happening with me energetically today that's very intense in my crown and my third eyes. I don't want to say it's fucked because it appears active, but it is causing me pain. I am in significant pressure pain, like the pain I was talking about yesterday where I feel like my forehead's gonna burst open. I am feeling that right now. And it's not a migraine, or maybe I'm not, I don't know. It's not like a migraine I've had before, let's say. I mean, the intensity of it is probably close to that. It makes me feel like my eyes need to be only half open. I know you know what I mean. Anyway, I just had a vision and I really wanted to share it with you. I'll keep it short because I'm going into the Flying M to get more coffee because I feel like maybe coffee will help. Probably won't. My vision was this, and it was more of a ploppy vision, but it was with the influx of suffering, homelessness, poverty, separation of gender, sexism, and acts of violence toward women, all of the othered people. Wow. Like, it's a huge emotion because I can see it all. The othered people, and then also the very like neurodivergent autistic people. There's just so many that are teenagers right now too, and they're being brought up for the rebuilding. And the people that are suffering, there's going to be half of them, around half of them, like the homeless, the drug addicted, the people who are suffering, about half of them will be healed, like ascended, because of circumstances I don't quite understand, but the other half is not going to, because they're going to either self-destruct with the presence of their own ego and the option to release it and to ascend. Like, people are suffering that shouldn't be suffering and have goodness in them. Others are like completely bound by dark energies and traumas that they identify with so heavily they will not relinquish them. And so half of them are going to ascend, and those people that do ascend from those populations are going to be the most, oh my God, emotion. What is happening to me? They're going to be the most integral players in the rebuilding because they will know intimately, oh, my crown is on fire. What is happening to me? They're going to know so intimately what is wrong with the system, and it has to be them. They're the ones that have to do it. They'll be healed, but they walked in those shoes, and they will know every system that is flawed, and they will be whole. Like, I see a person like suffering and slumped over, and then like their eyes open and they stand tall and they breathe and they know and they press forward with purposeful work. Like, they know what they need to do, and they're in their bodies, and they feel their bodies, and they clean their bodies, and they look at themselves in the mirror for the first time in decades, and they are whole, and they're the ones that, like, their voices, it's just like the ones that were tortured are the ones with the greatest gift, right? They're the ones, this is their suffering as healers. They go into the systems and they're gonna help. The half of them that ascend, they're going to, they will know exactly what needs to be done because they've walked, and they'll remember everything, but they won't be harmed by it anymore. And the others will fall away. They'll self-destruct, they'll die, they'll put themselves in situations to be killed. But the children that are different, Charlotte's generation, they're going to be the ones that lead and rebuild, and the ones that are suffering are going to guide them once they are healed, and the systems will be unrecognizable. I can see it all. I have so much happening